Hi, I'm Lawrence Bolter. I've introduced a new training package aimed at schools called Get It Done Training. I want to give you an overview of how GiDT could make a difference to the way your school uses Office 365. GiDT uses the things you've already identified as targets, the things that your school is aiming towards, and designs a program for you that ensures that you achieve that objective using all the efficiencies offered by Office 365. That way you meet your developmental aims and make your staff more efficient IT users at the same time. GiDT can be applied to many developmental themes, but as an example, this video takes a look at how Office 365 can work for you when managing your policy review process. I think it is useful to start by taking a quick look at how many schools traditionally approach policy review. Someone will be assigned responsibility to review or compose the policy. At some point, the author will pass it on to their line manager. There then follows a process where the document is passed back and forth as amendments and refinements are carried out. When the senior manager is happy with the content, the policy is then passed to governors for approval. Once approved, the policy will be placed in a share folder and sometimes copied to the school website. Most policies are reviewed annually, so sometime before the next review the author will be notified and the review process will start again. This process is repeated for all policies. When you consider that there are around 40 statutory policies prescribed by the government and just as many other policies covering curriculum, premises, lifestyle and general aspects of the school that are commonly maintained, coordinating their review and storage can be a difficult affair. We can't be surprised if policy reviews are rushed and do not benefit from the kind of consideration that ensures that policies are practical and progressive. When you consider that some times of the year a large proportion of staff might be involved in this process, we can understand how some policies might not be considered at all and fall outside the review process. Every school network must be littered with redundant and draft policies, and unless there is a strict process of version control, there is no knowing that staff are aware of the current content of any one policy. As a result of this process, some questions become very difficult to answer. Where can I see the current state of my policies? And are they as progressive and comprehensive as they should be? And do my staff have ready access to the most current versions? The tools in Office 365 can really make it much easier to control the process and maintain the quality of your policy writing. Let's have a look at how GiDT training might use Office 365 to manage your policy review process. In this scenario, GiDT will establish a single point of truth for your policies by creating a team site in SharePoint and use Office 365 tools to create policy documents. Office then provides a set of tools to help staff collaborate in authoring and reviewing policy documents, communicating milestones, deadlines and feedback, and allow senior managers to coordinate and direct their composition and review. Word now includes some powerful collaboration tools that allow working copies to be shared and edited. Simultaneous editing provides new ways of supporting each other and sharing expertise and ideas. Just imagine senior managers finalising a policy together by editing it together in a team meeting. Delve actually works out what is important to you and lets you know when there are changes to documents you are working on, as well as keeping an eye on deadlines. When you open Delve, you are instantly provided with links to current documents, including those shared by colleagues. The familiarity of mail reduces the learning curve for staff, but 365 produces tools to bypass email clutter to get to those important tasks such as meeting your policy deadlines. Newsfeed provides a Twitter-like feed that praises communications and allows staff to be more discerning about when and where they want to tackle their inbox. Newsfeed will remind you about tasks and deadlines, as well as providing an instant way of messaging colleagues. Delve works alongside Newsfeed and makes sure that you have instant access to your priority files, emails and colleagues exactly when you need them. And when the time comes to present your policies to colleagues and governors face to face, Sway can gather up the information you want to present and compose a stylish presentation in a fraction of the time it would take using PowerPoint. As a manager, Office 365 provides you with a window to the work of your team, and you'll know exactly when to intervene, support or praise. You still have the familiar mail app to keep in touch, but linked to a team calendar in your policy team side, you can schedule your development and know that everyone is aware of milestones and deadlines. You can even use the task tool to assign tasks to specific staff and know that Delve and Newsfeed will make sure it's prioritised appropriately. GiDT pricing starts at £900 for 4 training sessions. If you want to find out more about how GiDT can support you and your school, please do not hesitate to pick up the phone for an informal, no obligation chat. Thank you for listening.